pretty much the construction road. Now I'm clearing out where the retention pond will be going at the front of this site. Take down about 3 or 4 trees, pull them over here and get them cut up. Do it again. So you get some room on the ground, you can't really drop too terribly many of them. It's gonna break. That's one nice thing about these little pine trees though, they all the branches break right up. It's real easy to clean up everything. Once you cut whatever logs you can get out of it, just pretty much snap it around and break it right up. Get this one, and I got one more tree to my right. I'll grab, knock it over, and then drag all these out. Cut them up real quick. So I'm loving the thumb. It takes a little bit to get used to it. It's a big thumb. Just to get all your angles right. I love how quick it is. I mean, with that linkage on there, it really speeds it up. It's how fast it'll fold up and go down. And that's ideally what I want. I want something nice and quick. So when I want that thumb up out of the way, I push the button and it goes. I don't want to sit there and be waiting on the thumb to move. So I've used it for a half a day now, and so far I've been happy with it. It really is nice to be able to grab, like I say, logs all the way from pretty much anywhere the stick will reach or the bucket. And it's done good. I'm starting to wear some paint off of it now. It works perfect being able to, those tines go between each teeth. Well, we're gonna knock some more trees down, cut some more logs up.
End of the day, another load of logs going out. New machine and bucket and thumb did great. Got a good little load of pulpwood here. I got just about everything cleared in the limits that I can clear right now. I'll come back over here in the morning. Got a few little scraggly trees and then those bushes up there and trees by the road. I'll rip all those out and get those piled up and get everything ready to be loaded out on the dump truck. You can kind of see it. Eventually I've got to clear everything all the way up. There's a tree protection fence all the way around, so everything you see pretty well has to come out once I get this sediment basin put in right here, this giant pile of brushes.
Let's go to work. So yesterday we got everything down that needed to be pretty much cut up with a chainsaw. There might be 2 or 3 little small trees. So I come back over here this morning and I'm going to finish getting all this little small stuff knocked down. It won't take long, but I didn't want to waste time yesterday while I had help to cut down these bigger trees. So like I said, this morning coming here cleaning up. I'm going to take down all these little small trees that I can't get anything out of. It's not worth it to try to cut a little toothpick log out of that. By the time you grab it, it's going to break anyways. So break all that up and save those little bit bigger ones for pulpwood. And once I get this area cleaned up, I'll have room to drop those and cut them up without having to walk all through this mess right here, because it's not fun trying to carry a chainsaw through this stuff right here. That might, well, I done broke that one. Well, we don't have to worry about that one. It does not take much to grab this stuff and snap it with this colossal thumb. That's what I want. Break this stuff up. The more I break it up, the more I can fit in the dump truck. And the less it costs to haul it off. So glad I ended up making it designed with the 5-tine. Just being able to grab between all the bucket teeth is just a perfect setup. Look, when you grab stuff, you can pretty much, look how the dirt just falls out, being able to just kind of lightly, I mean, even though you can definitely grab it and snap everything in pieces, but you can also lightly grab it enough where dirt will kind of fall out as well if you're grinding this or burning it. You know, dirt doesn't grind well and it doesn't burn worth a darn either. But actually this is being hauled to the landfill, so I don't have to be so gingerly with it. But case in point, see this right here, you always end up with all this bottom stuff where it's like 40% dirt, a little bit of brush. With the extra tines like that, see how you can just kind of do that right there? Do that a couple times, and with all the tines it kind of helps hold everything. So after about 2 times you pretty much just have a pile of brush now. That's my whole logic. If you just have 2 big tines coming down, when you do that, everything just falls out. You can actually kind of rake with it. I'll drop them other trees first. Go in here and clean up this smaller stuff so that I can drop them down, and while there's still some shade, I think that'll be the time to go ahead and cut this up. It's been a hot month. I think they said we had 26 days over 90 degrees. That was what I was afraid of. There's a rock out here. Oh boy. Oh boy. this has got to be cut down like 4 or 5 feet too. Change order. Glad we put in a rock clause. That sucks. He said they did a soil report too. How the heck did they miss that? That's why there's no trees growing right here. God dang. Maybe it's just a huge outcropping right there. Oh well, we'll worry about that when we start digging. I mean, we expected it, but they also said they had a soil test done and they didn't show very much rock. Well, evidently they missed that spot right there. Extra tines kind of help pay off too. Like I couldn't do this with the Hitachi, being able to sit here and work off from one area, grab all these little saplings and then kind of pick it up, break the dirt out. Clean up a little bit more and I'll go ahead and drop them little trees down, get those cut up real quick and finish clearing this side up. Let's mow these little pulpwood trees down. It doesn't take much. About one scoop and a little push. Probably move these a little closer so I can get those two right there without burying these in the dirt. Push that mess back. See if I can just get it with a scoop on the front here. No, it's just gonna break off. Nope, it's gonna go. And it went. Just grab it. Drop it one good time, get a little dirt off. Maybe twice for good measure. And then just gonna do this right here. Now it's ready to be cut up. After I take 2 more down. In fact, I'm going to take 3 more down, and then that will be all of them. And then I won't have to cut anymore. That sounds like a better idea. Do it all at once. This one should fall right over to swing and knock. I hear a rock on my teeth. Why are you not falling over? It wants to brake. Go a little lower. All else fails, push it away from you. That'll break the roots. Let it stand back up. It's not going to stand back up because I pushed it too far. And now it'll go. Come on, you difficult little tree. I know you want to fall over. All else fails, stick it up out of the ground. Closer so that I can drive a little bit closer. I can still fit in there to chainsaw, I think. These holes in just a touch. I'll rake through that when I clean everything up. Take the little scoop out here. wanted those shrouds on the side instead of those big cutting edges. Because I don't need them sticking out that far, so when I go to grab logs, I can take a whole pile of, however many logs this was, 12 or so, and grab them all. Before, those things stuck out so far you couldn't grab stuff. See, I got a darn a fifth of a bunker full right there on the log truck.
And there it is. Got a good little pile of pulpwood. Got everything cleared I can clear. And I built a little berm right here in preparation of the hurricane that is coming tomorrow afternoon, evening, whatever time it comes. That way any runoff will come down and just kind of get diverted out and hopefully not wash mud out here into the roadway. And here it is up on top of the hill. I'm glad we put a rock claws in here because pretty much all that is a solid vein of rock. I can scratch down about 6 inches and not dig any farther, so we'll just have to see what happens once we strip the topsoil out. I haven't ran into anything past like that tree with the ribbon on it, but all that right there seems like there's a lot of rock. But I kind of figured it when we come out here and looked at the job and saw boulders sticking out of the ground. But here's a good example right here. You got an oak tree growing and then you have solid rock. You see where I scratched it there and the white smoke on the leaves. But I got enough cleared where we can haul that brush off and go ahead and put in the little sediment basin. And then pretty much I have to clear, you see the orange fence back there, all that, and then everything you see right there.